Welcome back to the channel. So in this one we're going to fix and upgrade my TT02B. We're going to get a brushless system in it, as I ended up cooking the motor that was in this when I was messing about with it on 3S. I'll put a little clip in now so you can see how that went. It's not the end of the world. It was only a cheap 15 turn that was in there, nothing special. So I did manage to pick this up. So we're going to get that in. But first things first, I run XT60s on my speed controllers and batteries. So we need to get a connector put on that. So let's get that soldered up. And then start stripping out the old stuff, get the new stuff in, and go from there. So there we go, we've got the XT60 soldered on there. I will say, I don't always get the perfect solder joint, but you can guarantee when I do, I end up putting the wrong side on. Never mind. All sorted now, ready to go. So we're going to chuck a battery on, chuck a receiver on, give it a test, make sure everything's okay, and then we'll get it fitted in the TT02B. Right, so we've got battery hooked up. Yes, it's a NIM, but we're literally just testing to make sure everything's okay. Receiver seems happy. Fan's powered up on the ESC. There we go. You see that works. So now let's get it in the buggy. Right, so we've got the old motor stripped out of it. Now, to be fair, it makes sense while it's stripped down to that level to get the other upgrades in, which are the aluminium prop shaft and drive cups. And also, may as well have a look at the diffs, see what sort of condition they're in. So let's get a few more bits stripped off it, see what it looks like. So that's the diff covers off, and I've just pulled the arms and whatnot out of it, and you can see inside the diff housing is actually really clean. Now you can see the rest of it covered in dirt and mud and sand and God knows what, but diff cover's done the job, kept it nice and sealed. Still some grease on there. We're going to pull the prop shaft out now and pull the rear diff as well, because I saw a video from Craig at the OAGRC, and I'm going to follow similar footsteps with him and just see what it's like. We're going to lock the rear diff up. Got some printing for that at the moment, so let's get the prop changed, get the diff pulled, get that stripped down, ready to put the diff lock in, re-grease it, see about getting it reassembled. Right, so we've got the front cup and shaft installed. Clean the bearings up, they spin nice and free, no need to replace them. Now on the cups for this aluminium drive shaft, you actually got little rings that go over it, which I'm assuming will stop it from spreading out, and also if the pins are loose it will stop them from sliding out and getting lost as well. While I was at it, took the diff apart, still plenty of grease in there. That'll do, I'm not going to replace that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're going to put it back together, I can go back in the front, and then we're going to sort the rear out. Alright, so that's the gears removed out of the rear diff. Give it a bit of a clean out, nothing special. And we're going to drop this in. So printed diff lock, see how it holds up. Might get shredded, might last alright. One way to find out. Throw it in, see what happens. This literally just presses in. Designed it so it's a nice tight fit. And then the drive cups fit in, same again, nice tight fit, so there shouldn't be any slack. So as it's going backwards and forwards, it shouldn't wear itself out, shouldn't destroy itself, should be nice and solid. It's all screwed back together, ready to go back into the chassis, and then we can get the prop shaft and the rear drive cup in. So we go, we've got the rear shaft, spur gear, ready to go on. All bearings are on there, same again, bearings are nice and smooth, no noise off them, no playing them. Get that back in the chassis. There we go, that's all fitted, nice and smooth. Now we just need to re-grease the diffs, get the covers on, get the suspension all bolted back up, and then we can fit the motor, get the ESC mounted, and we should be good to go. Now, grease wise, I'm just going to slap some of this in it. Works so far. There we go, back to being a full chassis. So all drive shafts are back in now. Nice and smooth. Now let's get the motor mounted, get the speed controller mounted. There we go, all back together, looking like a full chassis again now. So we've got the drive shafts in and everything. So spin it around, get that grease going around in the diffs. Now we've just got to get the motor and the speed controller in. So let's get that done. So there we go, all back together, ESC is in place. We're going with a 19 tooth pinion. So let's chuck the battery in, give a little test on here. So we'll test it with a NIM, just make sure everything's okay. Once the weather gets a bit better and I've got the time, I'll take it out and we'll take it for a good run on the 2S and the 3S lipos and see how it performs. So there we go, all tested. Only a couple of things to do, bit of cable management, tidy it up, get it all out of the way, sort out a switch. But sure I can do that. Also picked up cards, so I should be able to have a look at the ESC, program that and make sure I got the LiPo cut-off voltage sorted and see what else it's set up. Have a play about, see what we can do with it. But I'll sort all the last couple of bits and pieces out off camera, and then next time you see this, should be ready to take it out, have a bash, see if it survives. So the next time you see this, it should be out and about and running. See if it survives this time with the 3S in it. We'll have a bit of fun. But while we wait for the weather to get better, there are some other bits and pieces I'm working on in the background for the next one. On that note, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.